All right, this is a tour of Mighty Roxy the Rickshaw, our traveling companion for the 3,000 kilometers down to Kochi. Thought I'd give you a bit of a walk around. It has the custom Talladega Nights race car paint scheme, of course, also adorned with some stickers from the charities that we are supporting and raising money for, as you know, Wildlife SOS. And a few other ones as you've seen in the video, and of course the official Rickshaw Run race colors, along with corporate sponsor Active Campaign. Alright, so this is the front. You've got these woefully tiny little tires to go 3,000 kilometers on, but hats off, man, this thing is taking a million speed bumps, because the speed bumps here are randomly placed, unmarked, and almost invisible. So you don't know that they're there unless you're following a truck and they start to brake and you start swearing at them as, why is he braking? Oh, speed brake. Somehow they know they're there. But if you're traveling kind of solo, you don't see them till the very last minute, and then it's bang! And I don't know if it's worse in the front or the back. I think it's worse in the back as a passenger. But this nose wheel has been taking a smashing, and it keeps going. God bless him. Certainly built better than the motor taxi from Peru. You can see it adorned with a million kind of lights here, all of which kind of work at a very, very, very low degree. You definitely don't want to be driving at night, one, because you won't be able to see anything, especially the phantom speed bumps. And two, the only other people driving at night are coked up bus drivers that are just straight up crazy. Because there is a food chain here in India on the roads. The Mighty Rickshaw is almost at the bottom, just above scooters and bicycles. Cows are at the very top. Nobody fucks with the cows. But right up below cows is crazy bus drivers. All right, inside the Mighty Rickshaw, here is the driver's seat. It's very hot in 40-degree heat. And under that is our little bag of spares, spark plugs, clutch cable, gear shifter, etc., oil, and a spare tire under there. Then this makeshift little piece of cloth that we got to stop horrible sweating on that sun seat when it's in the full sun. Then inside we've got this little Bluetooth speaker that we just got the other day, just to make the K's go a little bit easier. And then here is the view from the mighty cockpit of the rickshaw. As you can see, this is a bit sparse down here on the instrument panel. The only really good thing that is handy is that neutral light, because you got to start it like you would start a lawnmower, and it's got to be a neutral there, and a little bit choke handle there, and a speedometer, which actually works surprisingly. So the way you start this thing is you put the key in, put it in neutral, and then down here you've got this pump handle that kind of works like pulling a lawnmower. So it's attached to something in the engine there, and you reef that thing up, and hopefully it starts. In here is the lovely passengers' quarters, as you can see. Not terribly uncomfortable, especially now that we got that pillow that hides the razor sharp screw that digs into your ribs every time you hit a speed bump. And then in here we got a little bit of a shelf. We thought we'd be clever and get an esky and put cold drinks in the esky. However, that is a clever idea if one can find ice, which we haven't been able to do in about a week and a half here in India. Nobody sells ice, so we've got a nice little metal box that keeps our stuff warm. No, that's cool. Gerald's bag, my bag. In the back we've got a funnel that we use to fill up the gas tank, because when you get gas, since it's a two-stroke engine, you've got to mix in two-stroke oil with the petrol before you put it into the engine. So we've got the luggage rack up here with our bags. That broke, both welds broke on that a couple of days ago, and then we've got our petrol can. So got to fill that up with petrol, then mix in the two-stroke oil, and then put it in the gas tank there. So you can see the snap there. It's one of the welds that snapped. This is the other weld that snapped. They welded it back together for the grand princely sum of $10, and they put these little cantilevers in here so it can take the load a little bit better as well. Then around the back, you've got this absolutely useless little window thing here. And then the heart of the Mighty Rickshaw is here, which is where the mighty 7 horsepower two-stroke engine resides. You can see it's pretty sparse in the engine department. Not a whole lot of things you got to worry about in here. Got to turn the fuel off because we're done for the day. Air filter up in there. Then that leads down into the carburetor just here, and spark plug just there, and the exhaust. So most of these nuts have backed themselves off over time. We tightened them up the other day and ready to rock. So full bore on a smooth road with no traffic and no potholes. We've been able to get about 55-60 kilometers an hour out of our lovely little rickshaw here. Top speed so far downhill has been about 66 kilometers, and that is a tour of Roxy, the Rockstar Rickshaw. Thank you so much for following. Please follow me to donate, and we'll see you soon.